I used to work on cruise ships, and let me tell you something that'll blow your mind. Everything you think you know about cruising is probably wrong. From the moment you step on that gangway, you're entering a carefully orchestrated world designed to extract every dollar from your wallet while keeping you blissfully unaware of what's really happening behind those smiling faces and sparkling decks. Today, I'm going to share 9 shocking secrets that cruise lines absolutely do not want you to know. These revelations come straight from former crew members who finally decided to break their silence. Some of these will save you money, others might save your vacation, and one could literally save your life. Stick around until the end because the final secret is something beautiful that explains why, despite everything I'm about to tell you, cruising can still be magical. Let's start with something that's happening to you right now, even if you're just watching this video and planning your future cruise. Secret number 1. You're being watched and profiled from day one. Think cruise ships are just floating hotels where you can disappear into anonymity? Think again. The moment you book your cabin, a digital dossier starts building about you. That innocent cruise card or medallion isn't just for convenience. It's a tracking device that monitors every move you make, every dollar you spend, and every decision you take on board. Former guest services staff have revealed that crew members are actually trained to study passenger behavior. Your bartender isn't just being friendly when they remember your drink order. They've been instructed to memorize the preferences of high-spending guests before the cruise even begins. Your cabin steward isn't just being observant when they notice you prefer your towels folded a certain way. They're filing mental reports about whether you're a generous tipper or a difficult guest. This information gets shared throughout the crew faster than gossip in a small town. The dining staff knows if you complain frequently. The casino knows your betting patterns. The excursion desk knows exactly how much you've spent on previous trips. All of this creates what insiders call passenger profiling, where your reputation, both digital and word of mouth, determines how you'll be treated for the rest of your voyage. Here's the kicker. This profile follows you on future cruises with the same cruise line. Be polite, tip well, and you might find yourself mysteriously upgraded or receiving special perks. But if you get flagged as a problem passenger, good luck getting your legitimate complaints taken seriously. Secret number 2. The casino is legally rigged against you. Walk into any cruise ship casino and you'll see flashing lights, hear excited cheers, and witness people winning jackpots. What you won't see is the sophisticated technology working against you behind the scenes. Former casino staff have blown the whistle on something most passengers never realize. The odds in cruise ship casinos are significantly worse than what you'd find on land. Once a ship enters international waters, the gaming rules change dramatically. While cruise lines aren't operating without regulation, they have much more flexibility in setting payout percentages. Modern cruise ships use server-based slot machines that can be remotely adjusted to have lower payout rates than you'd find in Las Vegas or Atlantic City. We're talking about machines with payout percentages that would make a gas station blush. The table games aren't much better. That blackjack table might pay 6-5 instead of the traditional 3-2, nearly doubling the house edge. The roulette wheel might have an extra green space, further tilting the odds against you. And here's the psychological manipulation. They announce every jackpot and winner over the ship's PA system, creating the illusion that people are winning constantly when, in reality, the vast majority of players are losing more than they ever would on land. Former dealers admit they were coached to keep players engaged longer, offering complimentary drinks and maintaining conversation to keep you at the table even when you're on a losing streak. The casino makes its real profit from players who don't realize they're facing nearly impossible odds. Secret number 3. That gourmet food isn't as fresh as it looks. The elaborate buffets stretching across entire decks look like they were prepared by master chefs just moments before you arrived. Former kitchen staff paint a very different picture. While some food is prepared fresh on board, the reality is that most ingredients arrive frozen and stay frozen until preparation. That succulent lobster tail you're savoring? It was frozen weeks before it reached your plate. The scrambled eggs at breakfast? They often come from pre-mixed liquid rather than fresh eggs. Those artisanal breads and pastries? Many are simply baked from frozen dough. Even the orange juice might be reconstituted from concentrate, while the specialty restaurants serve fresh squeezed. This isn't necessarily about cutting corners. Feeding thousands of people multiple times daily from a floating kitchen requires military-level logistics. But it does mean that the premium prices you're paying aren't always matched by premium ingredients. Former crew members reveal there's often a stark quality difference between the free main dining room and the specialty restaurants you pay extra for. The steak cuts are better, the ingredients fresher, and the preparation more careful in those upcharge venues. The insider tip? Look for made-to-order stations at the buffet. The omelet bar, pasta station, and stir-fry sections use the freshest ingredients because they're cooked right in front of you. Secret number 4. Shore excursions can be dangerously unsafe. You've dreamed about that zip-lining adventure through tropical rainforests or that archaeological tour of ancient ruins. Former excursion coordinators want you to know something that could save your life. Not all shore excursions are created equal, and the cruise line's liability protection is stronger than you think. Many excursions are outsourced to third-party companies in countries where safety regulations are inconsistent or poorly enforced. Former staff recall incidents where passengers were injured on poorly maintained equipment or in vehicles that wouldn't pass safety inspections in the United States. The shocking part? Because of the liability waivers you signed, the cruise line often walks away with minimal responsibility. One former coordinator shared the story of a passenger who suffered a serious injury on a jungle tour. The cruise line refunded the excursion cost, but left the passenger to handle all medical expenses through their personal insurance. No additional compensation, no acknowledgement of responsibility. But here's the secret that makes cruise line excursions worth the premium price: guaranteed return policy. If the cruise line's official tour gets delayed by traffic, mechanical problems, or any other issue, the ship will wait for you. But if you book that cheaper independent tour and it runs into problems, you'll be watching your ship sail away from the dock while you figure out how to get to the next port on your own dime. Secret number 5. Those free perks are psychological traps. Free champagne at the art auction, complimentary spa consultations, no-cost wine tastings. These sound like generous gifts from the cruise line, but former sales staff reveal they're actually sophisticated psychological operations designed to separate you from your money. Every free offer is carefully calculated. The art auction uses free alcohol to lower your inhibitions, while a charismatic auctioneer creates artificial urgency around overpriced artwork. Former auctioneers admit they've seen passengers spend thousands on pieces they'd never consider buying sober. The spa consultation is a high-pressure sales pitch for expensive treatments and products with massive markups. That complimentary wine tasting? It ends with aggressive upselling on bottles priced at restaurant-level markups. The psychology is brutal and effective. You feel obligated to reciprocate the free gesture. The alcohol lowers your decision-making ability, and the social pressure of other people making purchases pushes you toward impulse buying. Former sales staff were trained to identify vulnerable targets and apply specific pressure techniques to close deals. The solution is simple but requires discipline. Enjoy the free perks without guilt, but walk in with a firm spending limit and stick to it. Remember, you're not being rude by saying no. You're being smart. Secret number 6. Theft gets quietly swept under the rug. Lost your expensive watch or noticed cash missing from your cabin? Former security officers reveal that unless it's a major theft requiring legal reporting, most incidents get handled with minimal investigation and maximum discretion. The cruise line's primary concern isn't justice. It's maintaining the vacation atmosphere for thousands of other guests. Former security staff explained that investigations are often limited to checking camera footage in public areas. If there's no clear evidence, passengers are usually told to file insurance claims and move on. The incident gets documented internally, but rarely leads to serious consequences for suspected perpetrators, especially if they're crew members, because public accusations could create panic and negative reviews. This doesn't mean security is incompetent. There are success stories of recovered items and caught thieves. But the threshold for serious action is much higher than passengers expect, and the priority is always avoiding public drama that could affect the ship's reputation. Protect yourself by using the in-room safe religiously, never leaving valuables unattended in public spaces, and taking photos of your luggage contents before boarding. This documentation becomes crucial if you need to file insurance claims later. Secret number 7. Crew living conditions are shockingly harsh. While you're enjoying ocean views and unlimited dining, the people serving you are living in conditions that would horrify most passengers. Former crew members describe windowless cabins smaller than college dorm rooms, often shared with another person they've never met. These quarters are located on the lowest decks of the ship, areas passengers never see, with no natural light and minimal privacy. The work conditions are even more brutal. Most crew members work 10 to 12-hour shifts, 7 days a week, for contracts lasting 3 to 11 months without a single day off. Former staff describe finishing exhausting shifts only to return to sweltering cabins with broken air conditioning and cold meals. This isn't shared to make you feel guilty about cruising, but to provide perspective. That person cleaning your room, serving your food, and maintaining your vacation experience is doing it all with a smile despite being exhausted, homesick, and living in conditions most passengers wouldn't tolerate for a single night. This reality also comes with practical advice. Avoid booking cabins on lower decks near crew quarters, stairwells, or elevators. These areas are high-traffic zones with noise at all hours. Choose cabins midship on higher decks, surrounded by other passenger rooms, for the quietest experience. Most importantly, treat crew members with genuine kindness. Tip generously in cash, say please and thank you, and be patient when things don't go perfectly. Crew members remember kind passengers, and that kindness often returns as exceptional service and genuine smiles. Secret number 8. Your cruise card is a digital surveillance device. That plastic card or medallion feels like a convenient key to your vacation, but former staff reveal it's actually the backbone of comprehensive passenger monitoring. Every swipe, every tap, every transaction gets logged into a central system that creates a detailed profile of your onboard behavior. Former guest services agents could instantly access your complete spending history, excursion bookings, casino activity, and any unresolved charges. This system doesn't rely on human memory or gossip. It's automated, centralized, and always running. High spenders automatically receive perks and special treatment, while passengers with unpaid bills or declined credit cards face account restrictions until issues are resolved. The system even tracks your physical movements around the ship. Every time you enter or exit, use an elevator, or access different areas, data gets collected. This creates a digital shadow that follows you throughout your cruise, influencing how staff interact with you in ways you'll never notice. Understanding this system gives you power. Monitor your own spending through the cruise app, pay attention to your account status, and don't hesitate to ask guest services about any unexpected charges or restrictions. Secret number 9. Hidden gems exist everywhere on board. While most passengers crowd the main pool deck and fight for buffet tables, former crew members know about secret spots that remain virtually empty throughout the cruise. Every ship has hidden lounges tucked behind art galleries, unmarked observation decks with stunning views, and quiet spaces that most passengers never discover. Former entertainment staff share that their favorite sunset viewing spots weren't the crowded top decks, but nearly empty nooks near the ship's bow that only curious explorers ever found. Newer ships even feature hidden speakeasy bars behind unmarked doors that most passengers walk past without knowing they exist. Finding these secret spaces can transform your cruise from a crowded vacation into a peaceful escape. The key is befriending crew members who've explored every inch of the ship. Your room steward, a friendly bartender, or an entertainer will often share their favorite hidden spots if you ask politely. Here's the ultimate insider secret. The best time to enjoy the ship's most popular amenities is during port days when thousands of passengers are ashore exploring destinations. You'll have pools, hot tubs, fitness centers, and even some restaurants nearly to yourself. After learning all these secrets, you might wonder if cruising is worth it. Despite everything I've shared, former crew members consistently say yes, and here's why. The connections formed between passengers and crew, despite all the corporate manipulation and profit motives, are genuinely special. The crew members working those brutal shifts and living in those harsh conditions still find joy in creating magical moments for passengers who treat them with kindness and respect. The cruise industry has problems, but it also creates unique experiences that can't be replicated anywhere else. Now that you know these secrets, you can cruise smarter, avoid the traps, find the hidden gems, and create those magical moments while treating the hardworking crew with the respect they deserve. You're no longer just another passenger. You're an insider who can navigate the system, avoid the pitfalls, and discover the experiences most people never find. Use this knowledge wisely, cruise responsibly, and always remember that behind every service with a smile is a real person working incredibly hard to make your vacation special. If these secrets surprised you, let me know in the comments which one shocked you the most. Hit that like button if this insider information will change how you cruise, and subscribe for more travel secrets that could save your next vacation. Until next time, cruise smart, treat everyone with kindness, and make every voyage unforgettable.